Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chandichas and welcome back to Day Our Survival video. Today I will actually try to showcase the Santa staff over here. There's gonna be a lots of topics or sections that I will be reviewing about this weapon. And this video will probably be a little bit longer than usual. And yeah, let's just start I guess. So this is Santa staff. Let's take a look at the description. It's hard to make Santa Claus angry, but those who manage to will remember the staff for the rest of their lives. Okay, so that's the description. Um, it belongs to Santa Claus pretty much. And how do we get that? I think when this video is out, the event is still up. However, as you can see, this is actually the fifth gift or the fifth rewards of the fifth boss. I don't know if if you haven't actually started the event just yet. I'm not sure if you can get that on time. It's probably a little bit rough because you need to collect decorations for the previous five basically. You need to unlock this one as well, and yeah, you probably won't have any time. However, you can still pretty much speed run the entire event if you spend a little bit of money. You can buy yourself some gingerbread and also ornaments for this yeah, just to finish the entire event in one go. Free to play speaking you will not be able to, but if you pay to win then you can do that. So yeah, the event is by now the event has already been out like 25 days, so take that with a bit of salt I guess. Okay, so let's start. I do have this one is about to break, so there will be also what happens if it breaks to 0%. How much it repairs in the NPC. How do we get it fixed? Will it just disappear? Who knows, right? Hopefully not. And then after that, there's also some other stuff as well, just for the damage. As you can see, the damage is 1,1280. So the first one will be, what is the type of this weapon? That's the question, right? What type is this weapon? Is this rifle? Is this melee? Is this grenade launcher? Is this assault rifle, pistol, whatever? Yeah, that's the question. Um, I can tell you for sure though that this is actually not a rifle and also not uh, a machine gun as well, because I do have this perk over here that pretty much increase the damage of rifle and also machine gun. This one over here I have machine gun expert and also rifle expert over here. And you might probably ask, Denny, can that just be that this 1,000 damage is actually already been increased by the bonus? How are you sure that this is not either of them? Well, actually, let's just start. Let's just use this on random combat. Let's see. Also, I'm not using my polar armor so that we don't get confused with the damage output pretty much. So yeah. Let's just fight any random opponents. Snakes. Yeah, let's sure. Let's just attack the snakes. I guess there is five of them. That's like one of my main concern. Okay, I will just gonna use PKM, no pets, and also as you can see, this is at 1,000, and my PKM is at 1,750. That is already a tell. You can tell, right? Also, let's actually pick up the Saipuha as well. Well, I don't really know the base damage of Saipuha, so it's probably not gonna be easy for me. But let's take a look at this one, Santa Staff and the PKM. PKM has 1,000 base damage. We all know that. And this 750, it's actually an increase from 25% from the machine gun expert, and then the remaining 50% it was from the hail of lead. I have hail of lead 3, the perk that increased the machine gun damage by 50% at the cost of double bullet cost. And yeah, as you can see over here, um, now it's at 75%. That's why it's at 1750, because 75% of 1,000 is 750. Now that's combined pretty much 1750, just like so. That's why this is not actually a PKM or machine gun pretty much. Okay, let's just start battle. Now as you can see over here, I do have increased damage against mutant and animals by 30% from the perk, which I will show you after this as well. Meaning that if I target these three, as you can see, the damage is at 1000 and 1200. But if I target the snake, let's take a look. Now it's increased to 1300. That's an extra 300, right? Meaning that 300 is an increase from the uh, 30% that I have. So that's basically it. Um, Pretty much. And like, Danny, how, like, what does that even mean? How is that relevant? Well, the thing is like this. I have 30% extra from the perk, and 30% of 1,000 is 300, right? As we all know, this was at 1,000, and then after I do this, it's at 300 extra, meaning that 300 extra is the 30%, meaning that the base damage is actually 1,000. It's actually simple math if you think about it. And then, you can also think about it this way. If, what is it? If this is actually a machine gun, then I would have had the bonus as well, and the base damage will not be 1,000, right? That's like logical. If this is machine gun or a rifle, then this base damage will not be 1,000, right? It will be lower than that, meaning that if I target this snake, it has enhanced 30% extra damage. That would be 30% of the base damage, which is less than 1,000, meaning that the bonus damage will never actually reach 300. Again, it's actually simple math if you think about it, meaning that it's actually not the rifle or the machine gun, pretty much. So yeah. Okay, I want to take a look at the effect, but if I do this, it's just gonna die. So, it's the snake is not really a great opponent to test this out. Let's just escape for now. So that's the first one. That's the type, right? Also the raw damage as well, which is 1,000 to 1280, which is basically the same as the PKM. If you ask me, where is my PKM? It's over here, and also the Santa stuff, which is over here as well. So yeah, um, this is the PKM, which also has 1,000. You cannot really see that because there's the bonus damage is already been displayed there, which I kind of dislike. And this is kind of just suggestions for the developers, just to roll back the damage shown as the base damage, so that it doesn't actually what is it like create confusion or something, pretty much. Because people think that, oh, PKM is high, but this is actually not the base damage. So if you have like extra polar armor, the berserk from the polar armor by 100%, it doesn't actually increase this damage 1750 times 2. It doesn't actually work like that. It will actually increase by the base, which is 1,000. That's why if you have the berserker, it will be increased by only 1,000, and not double the amount of this, pretty much. So yeah, it's a little bit misleading. That's why I really like the old display, pretty much. Any weapon display should be at their base damage. So or at least if you want like this, have the base damage, and then after that next to it will be in like parentheses or something, in like the increased damage, like for instance plus 750 or something, pretty much. So yeah, that's my suggestion anyway, because it creates confusion, pretty much. um, so it's basically the same as PKM. Speaking of damage, I mean base damage anyway. Although PKM is still better in my opinion, because it has the perk, because it has the specific perks, which is over here. It has the Halo Flat. This one increase damage by 50%, and then there's also the Expert as well, which increased by 25%. So technically speaking, the weapon itself already has 75% extra damage, and the center staff does not have that, right? There's not specific perk that increase the damage by 75%, at least that I know about. So that's why PKM is still better. So yeah. There's that. That's the base damage, and then after that, what else? Okay, the break one. I need to break this item, but how, right? Um, Also, yeah, I need to ask the effect as well. Let's actually try to fight some bees or ants because the ants are the one that has high HP and armor. Let's actually go here. Yeah, this is radioactive wasteland. As you can see, there is ants there. Let's try to fight the ants because the ants are the one that is, having lots of, yeah, as you can see over there, high HP and armor as well. Mm, Also, as you can see over here, the Santa staff is actually considered as light, but also melee. And do you know what else has that property? It's the oh wait, never mind. It's changed. Wait, is it changed? Yeah, it's changed. Okay, so I think Polar Axe used to be in light as well, but no. Well, I guess this one, the Santa stuff, is probably the only thing that has the double both melee and light. So yeah, and it's also not in the heavy section. As you can see over here, there is not the Santa stuff. I think this might actually get changed. I feel like this weapon will be, either melee or light. Probably light actually. If you think about it, it's not gonna be melee. Speaking of melee, we'll actually try something else as well, which is the Shashlik, the food buff, which pretty much will um, trigger counter attack against melee. And as we can see over here, the center staff is actually melee, meaning that we probably can, right, technically speaking, use that buff as well, which we'll test after this. But let's take a look at this first, the end card. Let's actually take a look at the effect, which is the Ice Frost. Okay, that does 1347. Let's see here. Ice Trap, movement range in battles -2. That will be this one. Is at +3, I believe, or the 3, and now it's at -2. It becomes -1. I think I already test this one as well against opponents with only 2 movement, and it will not actually be 0, I think. I'm not sure. I might actually have to try. Also, by the way, the effect doesn't actually stack. So if you want to do this again, it doesn't actually stack. Well, it dies. We cannot really see that, but it doesn't actually stack. So yeah. Um, that just reduce the movement speed. Let's see here. Is there any other opponents that has, like a high movement? I mean, low movement range. The bees are kind of weak though, unfortunately. Let's try the ants once more time, I guess. I don't really see this one. Yeah, movement range 3, right? What has low movement range? That pretty much, low movement range that we can try so that it, will be at 0 movement range. Is that possible or not? Unfortunately, I don't think there's any that we can try. Well, at least probably the bandits, which I'll probably take a look after this. But yeah, let's try this one more time. Take a look at the ice trap. It was at 3, now it's at 1. Let's just end the turn, meaning that the end officer, yeah, cannot reach us. And I already mentioned this multiple times by now. If the opponent cannot reach you, the opponent cannot attack you pretty much. So you don't have to run away as well. And let's try this one more time and see. Yeah, as you can see, the effect actually does not stack, meaning that you cannot, reduce the range by -2 and then another -2 and then another -2 and pretty much just making this at 1 or 0. That's not possible. So yeah. So there's that. Let's actually just finish this. I kind of want to break this durability though. The question is how. How long do I need to use? Oh, it's at 7%. Okay, so maybe it's like 1% every use. I'm not sure actually. But let's actually take a look at the bandits then. Maybe we can try that for bandits perhaps, because the bandits has like low movement range probably. I'm not sure. This one has 3, this one has 3 as well, so that's not really our target. But yeah, let's try over here. Okay, oh, also I forgot to mention that this staff has, I believe, 4 or 5 range, meaning that as you can see, it's kind of far as well. I think it's 5 actually. So yeah, as you can see, it's actually quite nice as well. I can just go here, and then try to attack this one, as you can see over there, and then this one as well. Yes, and all of them will not be able to move far, and they are at 1. However, the both of them are still ranged attacks, meaning that they can still attack me even though they are far away. Yeah, just like that, they can still attack me. And I think that bandit as well can still, yep, can still, throw the rocket at me. And yeah, it's just that pretty much. Okay, I kill that, and then I kill that as well, and that should be it. It's kind of underwhelming, honestly, the effect, like the ice staff. We can kind of also compare that with this forest red, actually. Actually, that's probably a better idea, comparing this staff with, the forest red staff, which is both of them is actually a staff. Um, as you can see, the damage is kind of the same, and the difference is that the forest wrath has, more range by 1, but it uses extra action points, and this one is only 2. Meaning that damage wise, center staff is better because, 2 action points 3 times, that's 6, right? And you do this 3 times, that's 3000. And if you do this for 6 action points, that's only 2 times, meaning that the damage is only 2000. So, the center staff damage wise, it's actually better than the forest wrath. But the forest wrath, keep in mind that it has the, unique ability to immobilize the opponent, so the opponent cannot move at all actually. This one we reduce the movement range by 1, but this one it just completely what is it, shuts down the opponent from moving. So this one is absolute no movement, and this one is -2. So I feel like the forest red is better in a way of that effect. But then again, -2 is, if the opponent is has like 3 movement range, -2 is might as well be 0, right? Like it's only 1. I feel like, I feel like it's still okay in my opinion. But yeah, there's that. Anyway, we also compare that with the forest red. And what else? What do I want to try? I want to try against bandit, which I already did. Let's see here. I want the, oh yeah, breaking, repair, and shashlik. Let's try the shashlik first. Then this one is interesting. This is a food buff that pretty much will, guarantee you to counter attack with melee weapons if you get attacked. So we all know that this is categorized as melee weapon as well. So we'll try. We'll see if that actually works or not. Let's just eat this. Let's pick up everything, and let's see here. Let's pick a boar actually, because the boar is the one that will attack us melee, right? Yeah, this boar over here. Let's attack. Let's pick this one. As you can see over here, this one is categorized as melee, right? So, technically speaking, we should be able to counter attack using that, right? Yeah, let's just attack this one. Just reduce the amount because I don't want to deal with so many of those. Yeah, let's just go. It's also only has plus 3 range. Let's go over here then, and see if we will, counter attack or not, pretty much. Okay, it attacks me, I think. And I counter attack. Yes, okay, here we go. Oh, never mind. I counter attack using my bare hands. Huh, okay, so I didn't actually counter attack using my staff. Okay, I will actually retry, and I will actually do this again, but I will actually use another weapon so that I don't just what is it, like counter attack using my hand pretty much. Or maybe that doesn't work actually, that's also a possibility, right? Um yeah, let's try here. Where's the boar or bear? That also works, by the way. It doesn't actually have to be boar. Let's see here. Probably the best location will be the coast, because yeah, like the coast has no bandits, so that will be reducing the chance of me finding the bandits. Okay, let's go here. Let's attack this one. I will just put a random attack here or weapon. Let's just put firework. Okay, now let's see if I will counter attack using the staff or not. It's considered as melee, as we all know. So technically speaking, we should be able. Also, yeah, let's see over here. As you can see, this counter attack with melee weapons, right? So it should work. Let's see if it works or not. I'm just gonna end my turn. Okay. Okay, that board attacks me and I counterattack. But the damage is only 12, unfortunately. Ah, interesting. So I counterattack, but I don't actually counterattack using the staff, because if I counterattack using the staff, it should have been at least 1,000 damage, right? But why that time I only counterattack using with only minus 13? I think it probably is a bug. So yeah. If I counterattack though, I think I should have counterattack using 1,000 damage at least, but it's not the case, which is interesting. So yeah, I think that's a bug actually. Maybe they will fix that. Maybe they won't. Maybe at the time this video is out, it's already been patched. Who knows, right? Also, by the way, I'm showcasing this in version 740. Like I said, maybe there's already a patch that patch this out. Maybe it will fix this. I'm not sure, but yeah. Okay, so it works in a way that I actually counterattack. However, it doesn't actually counterattack using the weapon, because as you can see over there, the damage was not 1,000. The damage was only 13 or 12. So that's pretty much bare hand, I would say. So yeah. Let's just actually try to break this one, then break this weapon pretty much, because that's what I'm trying to do, right? Okay, here we go. Um, Let's see if that breaks or not. It's still not. It's still at 1%. Okay, let's try one more time. Okay, so the Shashlik buff doesn't actually work, which is kind of sad in my opinion, but it's fine. It's fine. Now let's just move on to try to, break the staff and see, what's gonna happen, right? Okay, here we go. This one just breaks, and let's just go out. Let's see what's gonna happen. Oh, I didn't mean to end my turn there, but okay. Oh, that's actually interesting question as well. What if this one is broken, but I still have the counter attack? Will I still counter attack or not? Let's try over here. Okay, I got attack and I still counter attack. And as you can see over there, I actually counter attack again using this weapon, but the damage is not 1,000, and as you can see, the opponent still get forest frostbite. I mean, oh, never mind, the frostbite is from my my armor, not the ice trap. Okay, never mind. Also, we all can see over here, the weapon is broken, but I can still counter attack nonetheless. So I think it's kind of bugged as well. Okay, let's take a look over here. This is okay. Here we go. This is the weapon. It doesn't actually break. Let's actually pick this up, and I kind of want to pin this because I don't want to lose this. Okay, it will require one broken staff. Yes. Firewood. Okay. Oh, it's probably for the staff handle, right? Okay. And then ice. Interesting. And then insulating tape, that will put us at, is that like full durability or not? That's the question. Yeah, this the one is just for gluing, or um, connecting the wood with the ice pretty much. Okay, let's actually grab some ice. I do not have ice, but I do have this clean water, and I'm gonna use my ice spoon over here. Let's just create some ice. I think, yeah, that should be enough. Yeah, this one, it should it should work now. Yeah, okay, let's repair. Let's see, the durability is at 1%. Interesting. So it doesn't actually fully regenerate the durability to 100%. Okay, interesting. But as you can see, we cannot actually manually repair this as well, which is kind of unfortunate. I feel like we should be able using that same repair mechanic as well. Using some ice, some wood, with insulating tape, just to repair this by 25%. I feel like that should be a thing. But unfortunately, that's not a thing just yet. Maybe that will be available in the future. Maybe when you guys watch this video, the next update already hits, and all these weapons we can manual repair ourselves. Let's take a look at the specialist here, the repair one. Let's see how much it takes. Okay, where is it? Over here, it requires 32,000 for basically 100%. That will be 325 iron nuts for every percent, which is, I guess it's okay. It's all right. I mean, let's see here. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Oh, shoot. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Okay, let's see here. Oh, okay. So for comparison, I have this gigawatt at what is it? Where's my gigawatt at? This one is at 7%. It needs 93%. It requires also 30%. So it's kind of the same. Also, you can kind of tell this one is at epic, tier or purple. Also, this gigawatt as well. So yeah, it's kind of the same then. Okay, it's kind of the same. It makes sense. As you can see over here, it requires about 300 something for every percent, as well as this gigawatt as well. So yeah, there you go. It's kind of the same, right? So yeah, it's not that expensive because we have the other item. For comparison, maybe we can compare with Forest Wrath. Where's my Forest Wrath? Why is it not here? Oh, over here. Okay, here we go. 7700, but that is at 83%, so that will require 17%. It requires 7700. Oh, that's actually quite difficult number. Let's see here. 15% for 75 perhaps. That will be 500, I think. 50 times 5, that's 75. Yeah, that's actually 500. So the Forest Wrath is actually much more expensive than the Santa Staff, I think, because this one requires 300 every percent, and this one requires about 5% every percent. Maybe my math is wrong, though I'm not sure as well. Um, but yeah, you kind of get the point, right? Maybe they're the same, I'm not sure, but by that specific one, can someone actually do the math for me, please? I cannot actually do that on cam because I need pen and paper, which I don't have at the moment. So yeah. Yeah, okay, that's actually kind of interesting. You can actually repair this for 325 for every percent, which is not bad, kinda. So yeah, there you have it. We break it, we repair it. Also, we see from the NPC repair, we tried with the counterattack foot buff, because this is actually categorized as melee as well, but we kind of saw it a little bit bugged as well. We still counterattack, but um, oh, this is actually interesting as well. This has the ice trap, right? But when we counterattack, we didn't actually counterattack using the thing, right? Let's see here. Do I have still? Okay, I do have still. Okay, let's try to hunt. Um, what I'm trying to say is that if I counter attack, I should be able to deal the effect as well, right? Okay, for comparison, let's try with the chiton spear over here. If I got attacked, I will actually do poison damage as well. Yeah, as you can see over there, I actually deal poison damage, right, to that one. Meaning that it will actually do what is it? It will actually take the effect to the opponents, right, while counter attacking. But if I use the Santa stuff, it doesn't actually trigger this poison over here. So I feel like, yeah, I think this is probably bugged. I feel like the weapon is not supposed to be melee, but yeah, let's try this one more time just to be clear, right? Yeah, let's just pick the wolf here, because they are melee, so they will attack me from melee, right? And then we can counter attack. Let's actually take out the chiton spear. Let's take back the staff, okay, like that. Um, let's go here. If I go here, I don't think I will actually inflict the thing, right? Yeah, as you can see, I counter attack, but it doesn't actually give the opponents the ice trap, which is interesting. Meaning that, yeah, the entire thing is just bugged. I feel like, if I do something like this, for a moment, you probably will see the ice trap effect. I feel like, no, doesn't show, but okay. Okay, there's that. Okay, so we also kind of know that 1% durability is available for two attacks, by the way. Okay, that's interesting. I do have the saving for armor cost though. Maybe that's why. Maybe 1% is one use, but I do have the extra 50%. So maybe for me, 1% is two use. I do have this perk over here, which is the where is it? Yeah, this one. Saving on weapon cost, weapon durability plus 50%. That can actually happen there. 1% for me is two uses. Maybe if you don't have the perk, 1% for you is probably only one time use. So yeah, there's that. Also, this breaks again. I do not have enough ice. Okay, unfortunately. But yeah, while we're talking, also do this. What else that we already cover? We cover about the raw damage, obviously. You know, we haven't actually tried with the maximum damage, but I guess it's just easy. You just switch this with polar armor and then using the food buff like Pliny. And then there's also like maybe against mutants, we eat the spaghetti monster, increase the damage by 25% or yeah, 25%, etc. etc. You get the point yourself, right? So yeah, I guess final review then. We kind of try with the animal bandits. Strategy. Okay, here we go. Strategy will be since the effect will reduce the movement range by two. I feel like the strategy will be you go in, you attack, and then the opponent cannot move. Right, -2. Most likely they will not be able to move, and yeah, you will be safe. I feel like. Strategy, I don't really see that making any combo with something else. The other thing that I can think of is the cyber mitten, which is this one. I think one of these can actually the cyber snowman. I think they can reduce the movement range as well. Let's actually try that for one last time then. I need the ants because the ants is the one that is better. Okay, for this one, I'm just gonna repair as well because I kinda need that myself. And I think that will be our last. Um, I think that will be our last showcase then. I mean section of this weapon. Let's try this one more time with the ants, and I will actually use cyber mitten as well, just to make the combo pretty much like just to think about what combo can it makes right creates pretty much. I will actually use the cyber mitten. That is melee, I believe. No, that is not. Where is it? Is it? Oh, light over here. Okay. This one, let's try that. And just for safety, I will use PKM as well over here. No pets. So yeah. Okay, here we go. I will summon my cyber snowman over here. And just gonna go here. Okay. And then that will move, I think. Oh, never mind. Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to do that, but okay. Let's actually move back here. Okay. And the turn, and then this one, I think this one will, yeah, this one will reduce. No, never mind. This one reduce the range though. Oh, okay. I think right. Firing range. Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't actually reduce the movement range, huh? Okay, so the combo doesn't work then. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, that will attack that, which is fine. I'm just gonna. I guess I'm just gonna do this. It doesn't matter actually. Yeah, I was wrong. I thought the cyber mitten actually reduced movement range, but it turns out it does not. So yeah, it doesn't work like that. Huh? For combo, is there anything else that can reduce movement range? I kind of don't think so. Uh, yeah, I don't really see any combo with something else. Maybe things that push back, like for instance spear. As we all know, the spear will push back the opponents by one tile, right? So maybe after we do this, we do the staff, then the opponent get pushed by one tile, and also the opponent, has the movement range reduced by one. So that can be a combo, but I don't think that's a strong combo. So it's not really special. So okay, for strategy, unfortunately for now I don't really see any use for this, combined with other ability. But let me know if you think, or if you come up with any other idea of combo. But yeah, didn't I don't see any combo just yet. Okay, that's all. The final review, I feel like it's great just for extra, big damage for less action points. I think that's the main selling points there, compared with things like Forest Rat, for instance. Same damage, same range, not really, but it uses less action points. I feel like that can be a thing, right? So yeah. Anyway, it's great. It's just beat stick, pretty much, like literally it's a staff. It's a beat staff. It's a beat stick. It does lots of damage with only less few action points, pretty much. But anyway, a little bit for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay safe, healthy. I will see you again tomorrow with another The Art Spiral video. But until then, see ya. Also, by the way, yes, I will try this with Bandit Base, Mother Beehive, and Queen Bee as well in the future. But yeah. Anyway, see ya.